190.
Hey, zero.
57's Mike.
Hold up.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
On first down, Benjamin. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin, he's got the first down and more past midfield. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set. Get your team on it. Watch out. Tight end rock.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down.
Let's go, D.
Murray now on first down. He completes it to Tate. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Second down, Murray sets to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Murray with a third and long. Going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Benjamin. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Zebra.
Check out.
One left.
Back. Check. Lucky.
Go.
They'll try and run for it. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
12. Gun.
On 1st down, Benjamin. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Four down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
One left.
Now a give, right side. Benjamin. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
36.
Right back to him on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick it up. Go. Check.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Benjamin's got it. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on 4th down? Let's see. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Doug Marrone can only shake his head. His guys are turned away. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Here's Madison running on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That good for 22 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down. Murray escaping the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Golden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's Madison. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. To throw on third down. Murray being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Flacco looking for his first toss. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Wells. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They're going to look to throw on fourth with Flacco. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Move the team.
Watching the guard.
Run left.
It's serious right here. So we got to step it up.
Throwing on second and 14. Wilson completes it to Benjamin. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be third and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's a give to Madison running right. And a cut, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Alexander Madison, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Johnson marches in to sack him. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now it's Tate. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Checking things elsewhere, third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 23 yards on the play. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
No, check that.
First and 10 here for Flacco. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Wells. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Passing play. Flacco under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Flacco. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. I gotta tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throw left side complete. It's McKenzie. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That's the day.
Second down, Flacco now. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's got this down to the 35.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Flacco now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Hey, Zoo! Joker, 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 Joker! Jam him, jam him, jam!
Red.
Check 13!
5-0.
A red zone first down for Flacco. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Flacco will take to the air again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And some room to run now. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Check 3, check 3.
Rewind.
Check the hot read.
So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with...
This is caught inside the 15. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 52 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Miami, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.